of the first affirmative. So question one would be, what type of plan, because in your affirmative, you mentioned colonizing the moon. So what type of plan would you propose if it would come to that, if we needed to colonize the moon? Exactly, like, are you the number of individuals, how many colonies?
I would assume we would just start off with a basic, maybe 20, 50-man crew. I could be wrong, I'm not a scientist. But we would be starting off with them going to the moon, colonizing it, meaning we're just sending the people we need over there to create the designs, to, terraform if we need to test out crops. It's kind of like almost comparing it to like The Martian, where you only send a small crew because you need their knowledge base, and to get anywhere, you need their knowledge. I'm not just going to suggest that we send up like regular day people to see how they do in the environment. We need to send out people that are basically scientists to begin the colonization before we send over someone like yourself or I to live and survive.
All right, yeah, makes sense. Send the experts first so they can die. Okay. Let's see. You mentioned using the moon to find out more information about how this universe was created. So, I mean, with all the the studies that experts have done, all the lunar landings, don't you think that we've exhausted our efforts in gaining additional knowledge about the moon?
I think you would believe that, but at the same time, I don't know if you keep up to date with any kind of new scientific like journals or anything like that. They're constantly finding out new information or ideas or theories rather about how the universe was created. So we can still pinpoint that down. Now, I don't know how much necessarily that will help us, but it could point us out something that, say we're doing research on the moon, we find the element like H3, the helium-3, and we use that and we go, okay, hey, if it's in this environment, maybe we know specifically where we can find it from there without having to go to other planets or other moons to find it, because we'll know specifically what we're looking for. So that's where I'm thinking that it will help us out the most. And plus, I mean, we all want to find out how the universe actually started. Was it with a bang or a boom?
Like that. Good point. Using the moon, as a base. Okay, I can see that. Let's see. Lunar exploration. You mentioned, a global, endeavor. So, but do you think that there would be like specific gatekeepers? Do you think that countries would be in competition with one another, or even private entities be in competition with one another?
That's obviously what's going to happen, which is why I think that the US should be the head front from that. Obviously, since we're US citizens, we want to be the people that are the forefront of that. And if we are, then we have control over those things. Now, that's not necessarily a bad or good thing, but there's going to be like space wars. People are going to be like, the moon is mine, and it's the US's moon, not Russia's, China's, everyone else's. I think that we should work together. But I do think that if we are the head runners of that, then we are kind of putting ourselves in a better position than if we wait to say like China or Russia goes there first.
Okay. All right. Good point. I think that's it. That's
awesome.
That's the only questions I had for you.
Thank you.
Thanks.